Hello everyone, welcome to another Kotlin programming tutorial. In this video, we will talk about how to read values from the user. A simple way to read command line input with Kotlin is with readLine function. Let us take the name of the user from the command line. So we can directly use readLine function which is available in Kotlin. Now let us make use of this value that is read. Let us just print it on the command line. If I run this program, I get to enter a value. Now the same value will get printed. ReadLine is helpful for reading a string from the command line. What if I want to read an integer? It's possible to take input as a string using readLine function and convert it to values of other data type like integer explicitly in Kotlin. There is no implicit type conversion in Kotlin, meaning that a smaller data type like integer cannot be converted to a value of bigger data type like long implicitly like it is possible in Java. Every value must be converted to another data type using explicit type conversion mechanism only. So let's take an example on how to read an integer value and display it to the user. To read an integer value, we will use readLine method to read it as a string, and then we will explicitly convert it to integer by toInt method. While I convert this, it is throwing me an error because we don't know if the user enters the value for sure or not. So this variable has to be made nullable. In order to make it nullable, all we need to do is give a question mark before the dot. Now if I run this program, I can read an integer value. If I enter any other value, I will be thrown an exception, and that is number format exception. Let's add two values by reading another value called B. So we will follow the same mechanism of reading it. To add up these two values, we will create another variable called C and we'll add A and B. Even now it throws an error because we don't know that A and B have values for sure. In order to let the compiler know that these two have values, we can actually assert the values. We can actually tell the compiler that A has a value and B has a value for sure by adding two negation marks after the variable. Now let's print the value of C. If I run this program, I get to enter two numbers and those two numbers will be added. So 12 plus 13 results in 25. Another way of reading the values from the user is by using Java's scanner class. In order to use Java's scanner class, we have to import java.util.scanner. After importing the scanner, create an object for scanner. To create an object for scanner, we have to use a variable of type scanner, and you have to call the scanner class along with a pair of parentheses. And in between the parentheses, as we are interested in reading the system input, the input given on the command line, call system.in. So this is how you create an object in Kotlin. Now with the help of the scanner object, we can read any type of value from the user on the command line. Suppose, let us add two numbers. So let us prompt the user. Anyway, the prompting is not mandatory. I will ask the user to enter a value, and let's create a variable called A and read the integer. In order to read an integer, we have a method called nextInt. In the same way, let us ask the user to enter another value. Now let's read this into another variable by using the same method, which is nextInt. Now let's print the expression this way: A plus B equals A plus B. Now if I run this program, I can give two integer values and get them added. I will enter a value called 10. I'll enter another value called 20. Now 10 plus 20 is equal to 30 is gonna be my result. In the same way, we have several methods on this scanner. We can use next method to print string, the next byte to read byte, next float, next double, next long, next short, and all these methods are available. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching.